You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Videos like this are a bit tricky because they're taken inside of a car and the focus is really on the driver who's speaking to the camera, which means that I have to rely on just glimpses of things I can see through the windows. But just a heads up, if you routinely record videos like this, be aware that those glimpses that people can see through the windows can be a privacy risk. So what can we see? Okay, so the first thing I did was flip the video horizontally because it was recorded using the front-facing camera, so everything was reversed, and that gave me a better chance to read the signs. We can tell that this is a parking lot, which is helpful because that means there are going to be store signs. But for the first 30 seconds or so, we can't really see very much. It's mostly just this guy talking and repeatedly gesturing at the camera with a hand motion that sort of suggests he's trying to pass me something. Bro, you gotta hit this. So we don't actually see any store signs until about 35 seconds in when we see a Dollar Tree sign. Shortly after that, we see a sign with a green square and white writing. I'll get back to that in just a minute. At the end of the video, we can see a Pizza Hut logo, and it looks like it's situated at the left end of the building. I also made a note of the red roof on the building here, and the fact that you were wearing a shirt that said Rural King, though I wasn't sure if that was a clue or not. Okay, so that logo with the green square, I figured was probably an H&R Block sign. So we've got a few stores that we can use to start our search here. I figured I'd use an approach that I've used before successfully, which is to find the locations where all of these businesses operate and then see where the intersection is. But to do that, I'd really prefer to narrow it down to a state first. I watched the video again and I was pretty sure I saw what looked like it might be an Indiana license plate at the 4-second mark. So I decided to start there. So I went to check where these different businesses have locations in Indiana. H&R Block has 155 locations in Indiana, Pizza Hut has 133, and Dollar Tree has 110. Frankly, I was surprised that Dollar Tree had the fewest of those three, because it seems like you see those freaking stores everywhere. Oh, and by the way, the Rural King t-shirt didn't really help me because even though I could see where they had locations in Indiana, I had no way of knowing if you were anywhere near any of them, so I gave up on that. Okay, so when we look at the intersection of where you find H&R Block, Pizza Hut, and Dollar Tree locations in Indiana, it does narrow it down a bit, but there's still like 86 cities to check. But that was all the info I had, so I figured I was just going to need to go through the list. And that was a bummer, because sometimes that can take a really long time, and I wasn't even 100% sure if this was Indiana or not. But I dove in, hoping for the best. And in this case, the geolocation gods must have been smiling, because my list was in alphabetical order, and the city that you were in started with A, so it was right at the top. You're in this parking lot in Anderson, Indiana. Google Street View confirmed the view of the H&R Block and the Dollar Tree stores. I couldn't get exactly the same angle as what we see in your video, which made me kind of grumpy. I also tried to confirm the Pizza Hut location, but it looks like it's not there in the most recent Google Street View. Google Maps did know it was there, though it shows the pin in a weird spot in the middle of the building, which I assume is because it's using just the main address of this shopping center, even though Pizza Hut is all the way over on the left side like we saw in your video. That's all for now, guys. Please like and share, and if anybody else would like me to figure out where one of their videos was recorded, tag me in a comment on that video.